What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel online, www.whatsupinthesky.com. You guys got to come check out the website. It, I swear, it's just amazing how many people that dedicate themselves to putting up the great articles on there, all sorts of good stuff. So I was digging through my email looking at some of the pictures that I gotten sent. And if you guys remember John K, he's been one of our, he sent us so many good pictures over the years. This was one he had sent that I totally missed, and some of the other anomaly hunters may have gotten this. This was from Sol 1459. If you don't know what a Sol is, if you're new to space anomalies or just space Mars stuff in general, that basically means a day on Mars. That's how we have to calculate it towards ours. But hopefully you guys are seeing what I'm seeing is some sort of correlated, it's like correlated piping or some piping that's still here after their cataclysm. Whatever happened to Mars, it got thrashed. Now this is a very small part of a very interesting place. And as you can see, as it actually rolls down through, like water has actually come down through here in the past, which leads me to believe it even more so. Um, Down here at the bottom, there's also some interesting catches and things like that. These pieces up here, I mean, this comes up and across, pretty neat. Now, how he sent it to me was in the actual form, so you know me, I automatically think PDS system. Is it in that thing yet? So I came into the PDS system, and here it is, the same photo. As you can see it, this is kind of hard to hit it, but here it is in the raw images. Okay, so you can see it. Open it up. Let's see. We'll do this, and you can see it there. That's the image that they give to the public under the basically the NASA website, the .gov. So you can see it there. It's there. It looks like a hex nut or something at the top too. It's just so crazy. It's how much stuff is up there. And just think about what would actually be. We don't know how long ago this was, and this is something that I don't. Everybody's got their own opinions, and I don't think it's gonna be hard to break it down. Now here's what comes down from the actual rover. That these are like instead of 70%, 75% JPEG artifacts, there's no JPEG artifacts usually on these. So this was with the mass cam. I do believe it was the 100 side. So this is pretty far off. So what I'm going to show you. This is kind of cool because this video right here, I'm going to get quick. I'm going to show you, but then I'm going to show you the mosaic. And I know that Keith Laney had done a big one of it. And the next video, we're going to come back and do a little bit more. So here it is in the PDS. What's kind of cool about the PDS is when you come here, it tells you if it's in a mosaic. And these mosaics aren't scientifically formatted. Most of them aren't. But here it is, straight from NASA. They took the whole day, just like somebody making a gigapan would. And you can see the rover's off in the distance. It's got the, down here should be, for some reason they didn't put it, but you'll see it in Keith's. Let me go ahead and put up Keith's real quick. Well, where am I going? I should just hit this. And then hit this. And here we are. Here's his Keith Laney. This is Gigapan. I'm sure Neville's got these out there as well. I just searched the date on it and came up with all sorts of stuff. Wait till you see some of the amazing anomalies that are on here. I'll give you a little tease for some of the next videos. We've gone through some of this stuff, but some of the just the one picture we're on is pretty amazing. That's why I picked that one out of it, because it's got this right here. You know what I mean? Look at that. Whatever this is coming up out of it and right there. So let's go back to Photoshop where I've got it in here. Let me hit my tab. So you can see under it is how this is a PNG file basically that I took from the dot label and the dot INI, dot IMG, sorry about that, which is basically dot image. And I went ahead and I converted it. I got Apple, so I have to use Parallels to convert it. And when you convert it, you get a lot of good stuff. Like I said, this is what comes up. This is no filters, anything. So here's it with a little bit of filters. And what I wanted to do was bring down just a little bit so you can still see that a little bit of the brown behind it. Sometimes I go a little bit too much with coloring sometimes, but you can see pretty interesting stuff. Sometimes I take a look back. I don't know. John might be right here. I'm not sure. Like I said, either way, it looks like it comes down back, i- and it's in like a slew of stuff that is interesting. And really, Mars is one of the cool. Like I said, Mars is one of the coolest places. If we're looking at pictures of Mars, and I've been sold on the fact that we are, just because I've been down to the space. Like I said, I went down to the Space Science Week. I've met the people who worked on the rover. Some of them. Uh, of course, I don't. Everything's compartmentalized, but that's just how it goes. These little pieces right here, I do think came. Well, let's see where they came from. Did they come from my artifacts? They probably did. Let me check. Let me check for real. Let's see what we have on here. Let's see. That is the page. Let's go down a little bit more to here. So they bring those out a little. Like, you can see them. See how they're here and here, these little dots. It brings them out a little bit more. So the dots might actually be in the picture or part of the part. It just might just get brought out a little bit more in it. But either way, check. It kind of looks like this is a metal piece bent down, and we're looking at metal as metal that's been pushed together, like something. Um, Basically, if you go to Google and type in smashed ruins or building destroyed, look at the layers of the buildings afterwards. I mean, they're basically caked down on each other like this between concrete, the aluminums, the steels, all the metal, all that stuff that they didn't strip. I mean, you're going to find all sorts of things like, corners that are beveled. It looks like it comes back to here. Um, but as we go back down, things that just kind of standing up. Where was that one? Or is that on the other one? Yeah, this right here. I thought this one was kind of cool. Just standing on the edge, you know, just kind of hitting there. But what I wanted to do was give you a little tease today with one of these, with that little piece up there. I thought for sure it deserved the video. And John said John's awesome. He has sent stuff over for a while. And who knows, this might actually be out there. Everybody knows about it, but if not, either way, you saw it here. What's up in the sky.com. What's up in the sky 37. If you haven't subscribed. I'm getting more and more back into the videos and I'm getting stuff ready to get. Like I said, I've got a whole to-do list and I'm slowly getting them ready to go. Just like these little balls that look like little spheres right here. Oh, I won't even say what that looks like. But let's get up, see if we can get a little close again. And this is just one little piece out of a huge puzzle. Just one clip. Basically, Keith calls this riding the mounds. And basically, there was a couple spots that NASA did around some of these that they were really interested in, but they gas to the metal. They rolled through these places. So, all right, guys, much love to you. Good to just be back on the channel as always, talking Mars. I hope you guys got a chance to see the solar eclipse if you were in the United States. I'm in Maryland, so I got 80% total. It's neat to watch how the sun comes down a little bit, but when it's 80%, I was rather watching it on the NASA feed. So, all right, guys, much love to you. Have a great one. Peace.